3 FM. Check your time, 10:41 a.m. And of course, I am here because you're there. My name is Jude. Ikami Jude. Hey, I don't know if sun don't begin shine outside. Just like in the Bible, when God sent out a dove. Sorry, did I say God? When Noah sent out a dove and say, go and check if there is dry land, and then the pigeon or the bird, the dove, went out, and so Chidera, you're not a dove, but you will go out, you will go check whether rain they fall or sun they shine. All right, everyone, I'm here. Okay, see, I've got plenty of messages to read here, and then plenty of calls to take. Okay, let me just give you a breakdown of what you should expect. Between now and of course 12 on the DOT. I'll be having a conversation with a political analyst, and then before that, I want to relay some of the headlines I touched on this morning, and then get to read the remaining messages, the one I couldn't read, and then also take a call. And alongside, like I said, I would have a political analyst, and then I will also be having someone in the studio who's going to be talking real estate. Okay, that's fine. All of this is so you can own something, a property somewhere. It's very, very necessary if you own a property now that you are 19. Did I say 19? Some persons are 91 actually. But whatever it is, you need to own a plot of land. You need to own something so someone behind you can get to, so the person won't start from nowhere. Let the person start from somewhere. That's what it is. Okay, so leaguers, follow me. Let's take a ride. Let's take a ride quickly. And like I said, there are a couple of messages here I would want to touch. But before I touch on that message, leaguers, there is a very, very special announcement. Yeah, a very, very special announcement. That's what I call it. Just take a listen to this announcement, and then you will be grateful. All right? A public health announcement. Know your health status for free. For free. For free. The long-awaited Abule Egba free medical outreach is finally here. So those in Abule Egba and environs, this is for you. It is courtesy of Dr. Vigo Bioscience Limited. Now, the date is tomorrow, Tuesday, July the 1st, 2025, and the time is 11 a.m. The venue is Ibile Foods, Lagos Abeokuta Expressway, Abule Egba bus stop, Lagos. Now, some of the things you should expect is 1, free medical test, free refreshments. 3, the first 50 people, like I was told, that will come to the venue will also get a free raffle ticket to stand the chance of winning amazing gifts. You will also learn practical strategies for building lasting health while you smile to the bank. Okay? And then you will also discover essential health tips to enhance your well-being. You also need to find a way to take control of your future. You will learn how to take control of the future and health with knowledge that can transform your life. Please come along with your friends, okay? For further inquiries, you can visit P. Eloklio's Nature Way Healthcare Services. Yeah, P. Eloklio's Nature Way Healthcare Services. That is located at number 553 Lagos Abeokuta Expressway, opposite Wema Bank, Abule Egba, Lagos. Now, for more inquiry, like I said, you can call 0807 979 4490. Okay, is that fine? 0807 979 4490. And then for reservations, call Ada Jesus on 081 848 82. Again, 081 again 848 82. or you call Clara on 0806 649 1443. I take that again. You can also call Clara on 0806 649 1448. All right? See you tomorrow. And like I said, for further inquiries, visit P. Elicleo's Nature Way Healthcare Services. Okay? And you will be grateful. That is the announcement, everyone. I'll see you there tomorrow. All right, this is VOP 90.3 FM. Now let's get back on track. We spoke so much about Peter Obi this morning, and then also about what Reno Mokri said about Peter Obi, that he is the one who packaged Peter Obi to become Atiku's VP. That's what he said. And then I also took you to River State, where we heard that Fubara has been given 4 points of order. Then I also reel out these orders. It's an order. One, he should not contest the next election. Two, he should leave the PDP to APC, and then so many other ones like that. Okay. And then we also spoke about insurgency in Nigeria. The North is telling Tinubu to declare a state of emergency as regards insecurity in the entire North. The entire North. Declare a state of emergency immediately. That's what Northerners are telling the president. And then we also hear that APC is eyeing 5 different governors. 5 different PDP governors. They call it Hurricane Tinubu, but then some persons don't like it when they refer to that as Hurricane Tinubu. They feel there's no hurricane anywhere. It's just people who are selfish that wants to leave or move from their political party to the APC. Okay, and then Kwankwanso we hear is also about to defect to the APC. And according to my analyst this morning, they said that, see, let's leave this matter. He has left already. All right. And then the NNPP is saying wherever, Kwankwanso goes, they will also follow. And we also discussed Umar Abdullahi Ganduje, who we hear is now angry, yes, with the APC. Yes, he has decided to quit his position as the chairman of the All Progressives Congress, and then, national chairman. Exactly. And so what are plenty stories that we touched on. Nigeria is owing 104. Okay, fine. I just want to reel out that so you can remember, so that I can bring you back on track. But like I said, there are so many messages that I would want to touch on right now. Permit me to do so. Okay? Let me start reading these messages now. Someone says Frank Ayala's analysis this morning seems one-sided and unrealistic. He claims Nigerians will shock President Tinubu in 2027, but which party and candidate will lead this charge? It's unlikely they will be ready for 2027. Perhaps they are preparing for 2031 instead. Mr. Ogumbi from Idimu is one who sent that message. And then Cosmos Ndubeze in Ikeja also said that the man Leo Omokri, what does he derive from speaking lies here and there? No reputation anymore. That's what this person is actually saying. And then this other person is saying it is not laughable that the presidency is asking the governors to account for the money received for security votes when the same government can not justify and account for the trillions of naira spent so far on insecurity or on security. Nigeria, we hail thee. God bless Nigeria. Temitope Onatoye from Ijagemo community. Let me read more messages now for you. There is need for the person to vote out bad governance. And as for Mr. Reno, I hope he will get political appointment as his consolidation or consolation from all this jobless blabbing. Bro John from Isolo. And this other person is also talking about Reno Mokri. And he said, Reno Mokri is so ashamed that his contract with APC doesn't go beyond attacking anything that looks like Peter Obi the Great. You package to be, yet you can't package yourself even to win councillorship election in your locality. Shameless. As for Fubara, he decided to be rubber-stamped governor instead of keeping his political integrity. Same of who now? Same of Wike. Oh, what are you trying to say? PDP have decided to allow Wike put them into extinction. Serious coalition is way out on ending killings and terrorism. Federal government has lost it. No will to end it, even as I believe our security agencies can handle them. Federal government should release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, all right? And let Alaigbo, right, have peace again. Where is Leah Sharibu? Chijoke from Isolo is sending that message. Talk about Reno is waste of time. Nando is the one who is speaking. Good morning, Jude. For the depth of the nation, both local and internationally, as what is trending on social media concerning our politicians looting our money to foreign banks, one man single-handedly looted about 22 billion naira of our money. Huh? Our debt is in the hands of few wicked Nigerians. One day God will shame these wicked, greedy people. CYC Honesty from Isolo. Thank you so much for your message. Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Okay, let me see if I can still read up some more messages. Please, what will Nigerians benefit from that visit to St. Lucia? Tinubu is busy wasting our money, traveling the world, while Nigerians are dying of hunger. Only God knows how much of Nigeria money will be deposited there. Are you sure? Okay. That's what you said. That's your opinion. It's okay. Good morning. What are you saying? No, you have to be civil, okay? You can't just say anything you want. No, we don't do that here. For Fubara case fight. No. Sorry. I can't read that message. I can't read them. If you want to send in messages right now, you're free to do so. You're free to do so. Okay? Yeah, you're just free to do so. Thank you so much. Let me read this message. Chief Udo is saying there is no peace in Rivers State yet. The game just came back from break to start second half like in football. If I were Fubara, I won't defect since I am not coming back and I will contest in another party and better lose as a fighter than chicken out in humiliation. Chief Udo, I wish Fubara is listening to your counsel, this morning. To some persons, well, it makes a whole lot of sense. That's why I said how I wish that these guys are actually listening to you. But it's okay. It's okay. And then, what's your name? Chike from Apapa is saying Reno Mokri talks whatever he wants every time because media is paying attention to him. Good morning, sir. Tinubu will experience biggest shock of his life by 2027. Fubara have not given up on the fight. He will strike again with opposition coalition by 2027. Tinubu Alliance are pretending they will deny him at last minute. Chike from Apapa. Reno Mokri talks what? Okay? It's okay. Thank you so much. Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Let me take some few calls, some calls I couldn't take earlier this morning. 0700 903 903 903. All right? Yeah, that's a number. 0700 903 903 903. WhatsApp 081 717 56338. 081 717 56338. Okay? Now, move away from your radio set or turn down the volume. Just about 60 seconds for everyone, okay? Thank you so much. Good morning here.
Hello, Judea. Good morning.
Good morning.
This is, I can't hear, but I know you might be hearing me. This is Mayor from Pestac.
I can hear you, Mayor. Let's go.
You see, what is happening in APC is not a surprise to me. Go and mark it somewhere that APC, there will be an implosion before the system have already started. Kanduje has left. Other people, even these people who are coming in, they'll be who are jumping in. There'll be a time they'll look for a way to jump out. These governors, because there are already people there who are ready to contest those positions that they are coming to. And a party that is built around one man, it cannot stand now. So that one, we are waiting for them. So forget about their and all these. Every drug, every medicine has expiry date. Nigerians should be very much aware now and be ready for President Tinubu 2027. All those tricks. There's new one he will bring that people will not match him. At least those ones that he tried and he worked for him, they will not strive again. He will definitely leave that position because there is no way you can be ruling a country and it's only you and your family that are very comfortable enjoying the largesse of office while people are dying of hunger, acute hunger, starvation. It's not done now. This is not democracy. As for Kubara, well, he had disappointed most Nigerians, including me. But unless he wants to use that thing as a stepping stone, maybe to get back to the office and then, because this is not democratic now. When you say somebody like he cannot contest. Yes, Mike supported him, yes, and so what? Is Mike reverse it? If it were going on that way, maybe people like the former governor, Jet Akib and others, would not have allowed even Mike to be coming to become a chairman, talk less of governorship. People like what is his name, Dr. Opito, they wouldn't have, they were planted and maybe be controlling the state by this time. So I think this man, yes, he has made some moves, but I think he might have a plan B. So for me, the man that said he's a fighter of democracy, he will end up maybe destroying democracy if he is not taken. Thank you and have a blessed day.
Have a blessed day too. Thank you so much. Thank you indeed. Okay. Lagos, there is a very, very big news. Very, very big news right now. Please get very close to your radio set as I'm about to choke you. Let me choke you. Let me choke you a little. Okay. Information reaching me right now says, this is beautiful. I don't know how it will be to your ears. Huh? You really want to hear this information? Eh? Okay. Let me just cut it and give you the cocoa. Now, information reaching me now says Peter Obi said something really vital just now. Peter Obi has said he will accept coalition's offer to serve one term and hand over to the North. Did you hear me? 2027, I will accept coalition's offer to serve one term, hand over to the North. This is according to Peter Gregory Obi. Oh God, I want to have a conversation with some of my analysts this morning. But that's what is on board right now. That's the big news now. But don't worry, I'll break it down for you. I'll break it down for you very, very soon. I'll break it down for you very soon. But that will be after, just right after this break. Stay there with me. I'll be right back.
You see, when you look at the West, Europe and the US and all that, you come to find out that the leadership there are people whose values are different from what we have here. The leaders are not thinking of owning properties all over the world. Go to Dubai, buying like primitive acquisition. They will buy houses in Dubai, buy in UK, buy in the US, buy in the Caribbean. It's a cost. If you go to their houses, you see not less than 20 to 30 vehicles, and they enjoy it. They like moving in convoy of not less than 20, 30 vehicles at a time, so that they will be the people that are calling the shots. In US, if you are a governor of, let me give you an instance like California, which is the richest state in US. You as a governor, if you dare put on convoy, you will not stay more than 24 hours in that office as governor of US, of California. You cannot. I gave you an instance the other time that in 2005, I went to eat in a restaurant. The governor of Texas drove in. He came alone. I didn't even know him. It was my late friend who took me out that was telling me that this man is the governor of Texas. If it were in Nigeria, they'll drive away everybody in that restaurant. Or convoy with escort, police, DSS, military, everybody would have gone down the whole of the restaurant. Try it in America. The next day you are gone. And you may go to prison for even trying that. Who are you as a governor in the US for you to take a private jet? What they are doing here, this scam they are doing here and calling themselves governors. You dare not. If you try it, you will pay through you tell them where you're going to get the money from to go and charter a jet. You enter the commercial jet and sit like every other person. Nobody cares. Nobody will be accompanying you to the airport, clearing everywhere. People will be carrying bags. No. It's terrible. I landed in JFK 216. I was in the business class with one of the governors. He queued over there and he behaved himself. He cannot jump the queue. If he jumps the queue, he may end up not even entering US. They'll put him on the next flight and take him back to Nigeria. And there's nothing he can do. These are areas where they have sanity. These are areas that are welfare oriented. In as much as they're having hard times now because of the prevailing global economic situation. There's no madness in being in leadership or being in position of authority. They don't steal the way we are doing here. One man will own maybe 40 or 50 properties in FCT because he has entered the political position in the government. It is a terrible thing. It is worrisome and it is disturbing. I pity the upcoming generation. Is this what we are going to bequeath to them? It's very unfortunate, to say the least.
In a world where about 8 billion people are connected by click, there's a new way to get connected. Introducing the all-new VOP FM website, where talk meet innovations. Get ready to be tuned in.
I'm walking the bull. Tired of searching for the perfect station that matches your taste? Look no further. With our all-new easy-to-use website, you can now discover a world of conversations that resonate with you.
Whether you're a fan of news, business, sports, entertainment, or the latest chart-topping jams to suit your soul, the VOPFM website has got you covered.
It's a one-stop destination for all your cravings.
Experience seamless streaming with our user-friendly interface. Access our website on www.voiceofthepeople.ng from any device, be it your computer,
tablet,
or smartphone, and enjoy uninterrupted talk and news at your fingertips. www.voiceofthepeople.ng.
Voice of the People 90.3 FM.
Now you have a voice.
I live in Italy. Last month, I have a daughter and a wife. Though I work alone, I just arrived home and in my letter box, I had a letter and it was from the state government addressing to me that to cushion the effect of the high inflation in the society, I'm entitled to go to the nearest post office to get a credit card. That in that credit card, the exchange rate, if I have to compare with the currency in current Nigeria currency, I have almost about 400,000 naira just for me to manage with my family because they understand that the situation is kind of, is bad. But it's not that things were really bad for me. That is how government works. That is how government works. I didn't have to go and stay on the line. I didn't even make any call. It just came to my house without me asking for it. And I'm not an Italian citizen. Don't get that wrong. I'm not an Italian citizen. I work here. So if they can identify me, still, not even their citizen. So how do somebody in Nigeria who is a citizen be thrown back of France as if we live in a refugee camp? Even in a refugee camp, it doesn't even happen like that. You understand? It's a shame. We could be laughing and we could be talking. The crisis in Nigeria is more than normal. It is so obvious that even a blind man can say, I'm tired, I'm fed up with the system. We should tread caution now because we are already on the edge. And it's not that when something happens, then the Westerners will now come and say, no, we don't support anything. We don't do this. We don't. But they have been saying that the people have been complaining and nobody is coming to our aid because they are happy that our government is giving us 1 cup of rice because it will show to them that we are poor and they will continue to give us aid and the leaders are happy. They are cashing out.
It's about that time for this conversation.
We want to know what the public has to say.
Your voice.
Fuel subsidies removed.
My voice. Our voices must be heard.
Problem here, as far as I'm concerned, it's not helping the society because the way things are going now, everything has gone up.
For current news and daily updates, trends and vibes, vital information and more. Tune in daily to the best radio station. VOP, Voice of the People, 90.3 FM, Lagos. Now you have a voice. Speak up.
All right, Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Okay, don't worry, I will take your calls. I'll take your calls. I see several calls coming in. I will take your calls one after the other. But then, like I said, I want to find a way to break down all of these. I mean, this statement made by Peter Obi, just right now, with a very, very sound political analyst. Yeah. And then, Peter Anosike will join me right now in the studio, all right, to talk about this. Yeah, Peter Anosike will be with me just right now, and we will talk about it, everyone. So just you could connect with anyone and let the person also join us right now. Yeah, let them join us. Now, but before I delve into that particular statement, all right, before I delve into that particular statement made by Peter Obi recently, let me also bring you some good information, rather. First of all, I will take you to Benue State. We hear that at least 4 mobile policemen were found dead in a fresh Sunday afternoon armed herdsmen attack. Yes, on Odei community in Goma local government area, of Benue State. 4 policemen were killed yesterday in Benue State. Well, herdsmen, right? And then, away from that, also very relating to that, Major General Ijeoma Nwokoro Ijeoma, retired, was in the team that led the peace mission to Sudan between 2013 and, of course, 2015. Okay? He was the director of military operations in the northeast. He led the troops that bombarded Sambisa forest to flush out Boko Haram and recaptured the local government areas lost to insurgency. Now, he was answering some questions recently, but the highlight to me is when he said that no insurgent group is more powerful than Nigerian armed forces. That's what General Ijeoma said. On insecurity, he said no insurgent group is more powerful than Nigerian armed forces. That's what he said. And then let me also bring you up to speed as regards Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan. We hear that the federal government has docked the suspended senator for Kogi Central, Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, before the Federal High Court on a fresh 6-count charge. But then, the big deal? The court has granted Natasha bail on that same, charge. There's an assassination claim, right? Court grants Natasha Akpoti bail on federal government's fresh charge. Now, back to the real issue now before I get to open up the studio lines. Peter Anosike is here with me. Dr. Peter Anosike is just right here in the studio. Doctor, good to have you join us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, there's a matter of urgency. When you see people rushing to a market square, there's something there we need to quickly, elders need to check up. Now, a statement just came in. We've been talking about Peter Obi. Some were saying, okay, North will just use him and then dump him. North will destroy his personality. If he joins the coalition, who is going to lead the coalition? The coalition will destroy his personality and all of that. But right now, with very big statement I saw, as regards this coalition thing. Peter Obi came out just, today to say, that he said he will honor any coalition agreement which could require that he serves a single term and hand over to the North in 2031. Politically speaking, do you think this is going going well? It's going to go well, just so to speak. You think this is okay for Peter Obi's ambition or his political career, so to speak?
Well, I want to know, because there's a lot of fake news everywhere. So who really issued this statement?
Peter Obi himself is here in the pages of is in a Daily Post newspaper. He said, "I will accept coalition's offer to serve one term, hand over to North." Peter Obi. What do you think about this statement?
Well, for me, Peter Obi is a gentleman, understand? And he's trying to maintain that gentility, because that's where the president comes from. It's not in our constitution.
Okay.
Where the president comes from is not in our constitution. So that power should rotate between all the North and the South. It's just a gentleman agreement. Understand?
Okay.
It is just a gentleman agreement, which even Nigerians are not keeping, because in 2023, when power was supposed that to have gone down to the South, some people in the North also contested. Atiku contested in 2023. Kwankwaso contested in 2023. So do other people. So it is not in our constitution that 8 years for the North, 8 years for the South. So Nigeria government makes laws that they don't keep. Nigeria government makes laws that they don't break. That they break. So P2B is just trying to maintain that gentility. But the truth is that all Nigerians want is a better life for them. Understand me? An average man on the street doesn't care where all the president comes from. All he needs, even if he has a 10,000 naira, let it take him for 2 weeks. Let transport fare be reduced. Let fuel be reduced. Let electricity be stable and affordable. That's what an average Nigerian wants, and not where all the president comes from. So it is only when the person in power is not doing well that people will begin to worry, who is this man? Understand me? So if Peter, now an instance in Burkina Faso, Captain Ibrahim Traore wanted to set up a transition government that for a democracy. The people in Burkina Faso protested, saying no, that he should continue in office. So they don't care whether he's a military or a civilian. All they want is better life for themselves. The same thing that's for Nigerians.
Let's look at it. Let's go deeper into this. Do you believe that North is about to work against the ruling All Progressives Congress, as it were, at this point? Because the way things are going, I don't understand. Help us understand what's going on, really.
The issue, Nigerians want to work against their suffering. Nigerians want to work against their hardship. Nigerians are not happy with what they are passing through, including myself. Understand me? So I don't care whether it is North or South. Nigerians are going to bed hungry. Understand? So whoever can solve this problem, even if it's from Niger or Morovia, is welcome by me. So saying that the North want to work, are the Southeasterners happy? Are the South Southerners happy? Are the Southwesterners happy? That Tinubu is your uncle and you cannot afford 2 square meals a day. What are you benefiting from Tinubu being your uncle? So Nigerian masses are not happy with what they are going through. And they are saying enough is enough, that they need a change, period.
You rightly said that what we want is good governance, not where the president comes from.
Sure.
Now, if Peter Obi agrees to, vie for the seat of the presidency come 2027, and he eventually wins, and now people discover that the country becomes better, as it were, would you now ask him to still step down because fine, he has agreed to a one-term rule?
But that's what I told you about Burkina Faso. Power belongs to the people.
But the North is telling you, do the one and give it to us.
Power belongs to the people. The North is the poverty capital of the world. Understand me? The North is the poverty capital. When they say that Nigeria is the poverty capital of the world, they're not talking about Southeast. Go to Southeast and see the mansions that you will see in the villages. Understand me? Go to Southeast, you hardly see beggars. So when they talk about Nigeria being the poverty capital of the world, they are referring to the North, not to the South. So if they want to, because they have produced more presidents since 1960. They have produced more head of state since 1960. And they are the poverty capital. Was at Yonda. I went to go there to visit a House of Reps member. Around 10 in the morning, I saw about 5 drums on fire. More than 500 people lined up. Understand me? To be fed by him. Understand me?
Okay.
You cannot see that anywhere in the South. And those people who are queuing up, is that what God brought them to the world to do? So for me, they have not really done anything with the power that they are getting. Understand me? The power is to develop people. Power is to build a better country. But all the powers, all the presidents that they have produced, they have not done anything with it. So for me, if they see something that will make a change, they will go for it. They did everything for Buhari for 8 years, including importing bandits. Buhari has gone. Are they better off? Understand me? Are they better off? With Buhari's 8 years, Sai Baba, are they better off? So for me, it's not about having power. What are you doing with that power?
Recently, we thought the gentleman agreement of North and South has ended, as some would say. It's about good governance. Now, no one wants to find out or know about any gentleman agreement. The way things are going now, it means that agreement North wants to maintain it. Isn't it so?
Well, if they want to maintain it at the end of the day, they will still be where they are. That's their business. I thank God for where I am from. Hard work is in our DNA. Thinking out of the box is in our DNA. Commerce is in our hand. Understand? So no matter how they messed up the economy, an average Igbo man must survive. Because even Wono Shoyinka say an Igbo man can squeeze water from the rock. But I am saying an Igbo man can squeeze milk from the rock. So if they want to talk about gentleman agreement and they are suffering, serve them right. I thank God for where I come from. Even if there's a reincarnation, I will still beg God to make me an Igbo man.
Let's talk about a person of Peter Obi. You mentioned gentleman, and the issue of Peter Obi came to mind. Some will say Peter Obi is too gentle, the politician, for the Nigerian kind of terrain. politically. According to Peter Obi, he is not desperate, for power, and is more interested in character and integrity. He stated this while speaking during a space session on X, formerly Twitter tagged Peter Obi on Parallel Fact. The session attracted over 1,000 or 10,000 live participants and almost 3,000 audience comments. He said, if the agreement is one term, I will leave on May 28, 2031, not even May 29th. I'm not desperate to be the president, all right? But then, this is where I'm coming in. People have said Peter Obi's kind of policies is too fragile. Is too this. I'm not desperate. That's not how to do it in Nigeria.
Excuse me. In 2005, Peter Obi said the same thing when Supreme Court chased Ngige out. Understand me? When Supreme Court chased Ngige out, so Peter Obi said, well, that Ngige had done 3 years. Let him go and complete the remaining 1 year. Understand? That's what Peter Obi said in 2005. That Ngige has done 3 years. Let him go and complete the remaining 1 year. It was Femi Fananon that told him, no, your tenure begins when you are sworn in. So you are going to stay for 4 years. Understand me? So that's who Peter Obi is. Peter Obi is not desperate for power.
So if the leaders Nigerians want decides to leave after one term, what happens? Everyone goes there, you're competent, you're good, everyone vouches for you. The truth is, see, the wicked know we have conscience. Even those that are against Peter Obi will tell themselves that this guy is really pulling weight. It's just that they decide to stay in the opposition. But my question now is, what happens if every leader now comes to say, okay, fine, well, my ambition is not worth the blood of any Nigerian. Poof, he pulls out. Like good luck, Jonathan. And Peter Obi comes and says, well, I'm not desperate for power. He used to one term and he leaves. Who do we leave the country for? Is that not going to be a trend?
No. Once the right person comes and lay on the foundation, the problem that we are having in this country is a lack of right foundation. Understand? The leader that is coming is always worse than the person before him.
Say that again?
The leader that is succeeding is always worse than the person before him.
Oh, really?
Understand me? Buhari was worse than Jonathan, and Tinubu in 2 years is worse than Buhari. Understand me? So things are going down, not up. But if somebody comes and lay the right foundation, the next person will now build on it. The next person will now build on it. So assuming that Buhari has laid a solid foundation, it will have been easier for Tinubu. Understand me? But Buhari came and messed up the economy. So Tinubu has to start afresh.
So now it's obvious that Peter Obi is contesting. I mean, and it's also clear that some persons will not.
He said if.
But
he said if.
These are political.
He said if it's different from when. Understand me? So he said if the coalition. Understand me?
He's part of the coalition already.
That's
right.
If they agree that he should do one term,
he's running.
No, he's an adult. Understand me? He has all the right to run or not to run, depending on what his SWOT analysis tell him.
Okay.
Because every good politician, before you decide that to buy expression of interest form, you must do your SWOT analysis. Understand? Your strength, understand, versus your weakness, your opportunities versus your
threat.
This is what makes you to decide whether you will run or you will not run. If your strength, your opportunities are bigger than your weakness and your threats, you can run. But for me, anybody, Tinubu is not standing strong, because what determines who wins election is the economy. What determines who wins election is the economy. That is why John Mahama of Ghana defeated the incumbent in 2004. That was why that's why Donald Trump defeated Kamala Harris. That's why the Liberian finance minister defeated George Weah, because George Weah was not good in economy, and Tinubu is not good in economy. He couldn't control or do anything about the economy that Buhari messed up. Understand? So the only thing that can retain him in office is manipulated election. That is the only thing.
Okay.
That's because Nigerians are not stupid. Nigerians are not stupid. Understand? Nobody will want to continue in suffering. So what people normally do, last 4 years and this 4 years, which one is better? And that's how reasonable voters decide who to vote for. Before my life, before this man came into office and now, which one is better? Then if you are going because he's my brother, he's from my ethnicity, he's with same religion with me, and you are drinking water that to go to bed, then you are stupid. Understand me? So when we do an appraisal of Tinubu's 2 years in office, he cannot win second term.
But the party believes it will win. In fact, right now they are
every politicians are incurable optimists.
Okay.
Every politician, even AAC, will tell you that they are going to win 2027. Understand me? So no politician would accept that he will not win.
Okay, now let's look at APC. But I wanted to let's vie away a little. APC believes they will win the next election. In fact, they are going for another 5 set of PDP governors, and they've said these guys are joining us anytime soon. 5 defecting governors.
Excuse me. Let me be factual. Governors are defecting. Are the people defecting? That's the question. Governors are defecting. Are the people defecting? It is the people that are going to vote. An instance, I am from Abia State. If an ex-Oti defects tomorrow, I am not defecting with him. An ex-Oti cannot tell me who to vote for. An ex-Oti cannot tell me that I should vote for Tinubu. Why? He did not know how I had my breakfast this morning. He did not know how I had my dinner yesterday. So I'm using that word, never. He can never tell me what to do. So are other Nigerians. So let all the governors defect to APC. They are not defecting because of the interest of the country. They are defecting because of their own interest. So that the governors are defecting cannot make me to panic, because no governor controls my vote. No governor controls my vote. So do other people. So that tomorrow that Oti say I'm joining APC, he's on his own. He is on his own. Governors are defecting, senators are defecting, House of Reps members are defecting. Suffering Nigerians are not defecting. And people united can never be defeated.
Let's look at the political party, the party that will carry this coalition. We've still not heard anything. Recently we heard SDP. Before now we heard SDP. And then later it was Labour Party. Then later it was NNPP. Now we heard ADA. Which party will carry these people, this coalition?
Jude, in politics, it's not everything that you discuss on social media. It is not everything that you discuss that's on the pages of the newspaper or on television. I have been opportune that to watch where a manufacturing company, that's a car manufacturing company, is testing a new car. What they normally do is to use a cover on that car. Understand me? What you'll be seeing is just the wheel, so that other companies will not copy it and go and build before their own. That's how politics is. You don't put everything out there. Understand me? Deception is part of this game. Deception is part of... There's even possibility that all these parties that you are mentioning are not even what they have in mind.
Oh, really?
Understand me? So, because secrecy is what propels success. Because people cannot attack what they don't know. They can only attack what they know. They cannot attack what they don't know. So that's why if you want to succeed, you have to, work in silence, work in secret. People cannot attack what they don't know. That's why the big thing that you have in your mind, you keep it with you. So this ADA, Labour Party, SDP, AAC, AP, all could be what they call a decor, a deception. Understand? Which is part of the game. So at the end of the day, it will they will now bring out what the virus, that is APC, that will not have any solution for. But for me, ADA sounds good. Understand me? ADA sounds good. Sounds good because why? Tinubu have been using this A for a long time to be deceiving people. Understand me? You know, they will just say, Anosike, go to the top. Understand me? Yeah. So if you check all the parties that he has formed, AD, you know, in a voters this, it's only from A, understand me, to
course,
B.
Yeah,
and
you're counting down.
Sure, and if PDP is down there, an illiterate woman, it will be difficult for him or her that will be searching down before getting to even this ZLP. Understand me? So Tinubu start with AD in 1999.
Alliance for Democracy.
And then AC. Those are the top.
Action Congress.
ACN. Now APC. They will just tell Anosike, go to the top.
Chop up.
Understand me? Go to the top. So ADA will come before APC. Understand me? So which to me is a good strategy. Understand? Let them tell Tinubu that he doesn't have a monopoly of manipulation. So to me, ADA sounds good because it is at the top. do you understand it?
Okay.
It is at the top. So you don't have to check far. Then their logo, corn, is what everybody can easily relate with. Understand me? Then their motto, justice for all.
Okay.
Understand me? Or their motto, justice for all. So for me, everything about it for now looks good, sound good. Understand? But it may not be what they are hoping for. Understand? You can just form something, throw it to your enemies to attack, that to keep them busy. Why you are doing another thing. Understand? So in politics, it is secrecy, it is silence that wins the game.
Okay, let me read some messages now, Peter Anosike. Somebody is saying, he said, my name is Mr. Bintu from Ilasamaj. I said, please don't mind our president. He doesn't know that what goes around comes around. 2 weeks to the election will tell him that he knows nothing about all of these things he's doing. He doesn't. He should go and ask Good Luck Jonathan. That's what this person is saying. And this person is saying, what's your name? Anytime bad things happen in Nigeria, Tinubu will travel 1 week in Nigeria, 1 month, one month abroad. Why? Oracle from Orile. And then let's read this message. Someone Anosike from Mushin is saying, the ordeal with Fubara and Wike, including the president, or should I call it a deal or agreement? Don't you think we are running a mafian government? And then, good day, VOP. Osita from Isolo. We have enjoyed rough and radical presidency in this country, and we have also seen the results. So let's try timid and gentle Peter Obi. We can't be doing same thing and expect different results. What's your take on this statement?
Well, for me, leadership is about having compassion, being able to feel what those you claim to be ruling are feeling. Understand? And not when those you claim to be ruling are trekking that's under the hot sun. You are driving a private jet. So there can be no leadership without compassion.
Okay.
And we know that P2B has that soul. He understand me? We know that P2B is has that soul. And not when Nigeria is burning, Tinubu Buhari will be using a toothpick.
Somebody is saying something. He said, in as much as I want Peter Obi to lead the country, yet I don't want him to join the coalition. They will corrupt what he represents and mess him up, personally. If he contests and lose honorably in the face of free, fair, and credible election, I will be satisfied. Again, we are crying against the dictatorial disposition of some politicians, but at the same time, validating it with one side of our mouth. Mr. Peter Obi is a strong man. His strength lies on the constitution of the country. I have followed him since he became the governor of Anambra State. If people want him to be like others, how can he change anything? Here is the vital point for me, what he mentioned. He said, in as much as I want Peter Obi to lead the country, yet I don't want him to join the coalition.
That's the truth is that if P2B fails to, if they go they go it in an individual form, understand? P2B running as a candidate, Atiku running as a candidate, the margin will not be much, so it will be very easy to manipulate, to rig. So why I'm calling on a coalition is that so that the margin will be too big for anybody that Tinubu puts there to rig.
Okay.
That's why I'm in support of a coalition, so that the margin will be too big for anybody that Tinubu puts there to rig. Nobody can rig 5 million votes. Nobody can manipulate 5 million votes. But if it's 500,000, 1 million, it is very easy. Understand that to share it at as Yakub Mohammed shared whatever is his name, shared that in 2023.
Is Mahmoud Yakub.
Okay.
Okay, what gave Peter Obi popularity last election is Muslim tickets. Majority of pastors mobilized both the resources and members to vote for Peter. Nothing more. 2027 will prove how popular he is. No. Nobody should give him credit.
What gave Peter Obi popularity is his character, his person. Because he is far different from the others. Peter Obi is the best, understand me, among all those that ran in 2023. So what gave him that popularity is who he is, his reputation, understand me, his character, understand. So it's not about Muslim.
And no, he's saying that the Muslims, the Christians actually wanted Peter Obi to win as a Christian. So they gathered themselves, pastors, members, all of them voted for Peter Obi because of this Muslim ticket. That was what gave Peter Obi this edge of gathering about 6 million votes. If not, that this time around, if Tinubu chooses a Christian as the VP, he should forget it. That's what this person is saying.
Well, Tinubu is in a very tight spot. Understand me? Tinubu is in a very tight spot because Shetima has a strong force. Understand? So removing a Shetima is a problem to him because his supporters have said no Shetima, no 2027. Understand? So now going for a Muslim, no, going for a Christian, because they are thinking of Dogara, former speaker, and Taraba State governor. So if they Dogara is from a minority area in Bauchi, so their area is just a Christian community in Bauchi. Dogara even translated the Bible into their particular dialect there.
Their language.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
So he doesn't have much influence in the north. Understand me? So if Tinubu picks a Christian candidate, understand, he is also in a serious problem. And Tinubu...
How is he in a serious problem if he picks a Christian candidate?
The Muslim fundamentalists will strike. Do you
For dropping
Shetima.
Okay.
And so there's a book by Hadley Chase, The Way the Cookies Crumbles.
Okay.
Hadley Chase said, no matter any option I choose, men are going to get hurt. Understand? So no matter any option Tinubu chooses, he's going to get hurt. So 2027 is not looking as bright as he has thought it a month ago. And that's why they have to force Ganduje out. Because the permutation is now becoming a problem to him.
Somebody is saying, John Hole is from Mushin, is saying, my appeal to Nigerians is to give Peter Obi a chance in 2027 to restructure federal government and whilst down its powers and make state government to be more responsible and local government to have direct impact on their zones with a serious cross-check and balance. More importantly, to reform electoral law to accommodate independent candidates to stand for the election. Okay, and then let me look at what Casey from Okota is saying. Please, if Peter Obi enter at that seat and did well, Nigerians will ask him to continue. Okay. Thank God we have Dr. Anosike here in the house. Please ask him, how do I get his book? I've been hearing about it. 100 Years of Amalgamation. Okay.
Tell him now.
Okay, I will tell him. I will tell him. All you need to do is just to send a message, okay, to the number 070-121-46454. I'll take that again. 070-121-46454. WhatsApp, okay? Yeah. Make sure it's WhatsApp. And you are just there. And somebody will respond to you. Thank you so much. The title of the book is 100 Years of Amalgamation, Igbos, What Hope in Nigeria. It's a very, very great book written by the man seated here, Dr. Peter Anosike. I've given you that number, right? Thank you so much. Okay, Shino from Isola is saying, I think Peter Obi contest as Vice President Atiku. His good motives to see a good Nigerian will actually be a mirage if he becomes Atiku's vice.
Excuse me. That's all this thing. For me, you don't know, understand. You cannot judge what you have not tested. You cannot criticize what you have not tested. I think you have not been president before.
Okay.
And look, assuming that Buhari did not rule this country, people, if he dies, people will have been going to his grave and be worshiping him. That if Buhari has ruled,
Yeah.
if Buhari has ruled.
Yeah.
So we have seen it, understand me? And the same thing. So you cannot, we have not tested the article as a president. We have not tested the article as a president. So I cannot begin that to criticize
Dr.
him
Anosike, I smiled because of what Ezekiel from Ijigbo said. He is asking you directly. He said, please, I have not heard the name St. Lucia as a country before. And for Mr. Anosike, please, what is the economic impact of St. Lucia to Nigeria? Is this not a waste of taxpayers' money? Ezekiel.
For me,
St. Lucia.
For me, it is a waste of taxpayers' money.
Okay.
Understand me? They have nothing to give to any country. Just some of the islands that people go for vacation.
Oh, really?
Understand me? So, whatever they say, which country are they? Do they have an embassy in Nigeria? The answer is no. Understand me? Do they have embassy in Nigeria? The answer is no. Do they have embassy in other countries of the world? The answer is no. So he had just gone there for fun.
Even though this unitary system we are using is not the best for Nigeria, if Nigeria wants to continue with it for a while until a sincere Nigeria will come to return it to parliamentary system, I would prefer Nigeria to give Peter Obi a chance. God bless Nigeria. Elder Isaac from Idimu. And then, good afternoon, Dr. Anosike and Mr. Jude. Why will you call me Jude? A friend to a doctor is who? Will you stop that? Okay, that man called Peter Obi is just the right man for the job. Everybody is created for a purpose. I knew him right from when, I was an airliner, while he was a governor. He never came to the airport with entourage. He is so prudent, humble, and law-abiding. Trust me. Frank from Egbeda.
As a governor, Peter Obi carries his own bag. Understand? From Abuja, he will land at Abuja airport. Take airport taxi. Understand me? Take airport taxi. No show. No so this is a different kind of a person. Understand me? And as to manage a bad economy, you need somebody who is very, very prudent. To manage a bad economy, you need somebody who is very, very prudent, who is frugal, and Obi is prudent. Understand me? Let me just give you that an instance.
Okay.
That's around 2016. Understand? There's a friend of P2B, a very close friend of P2B by name Okezibe.
Okay.
Okezibe is the former president of Banogo Business Association in Trade Fair. Understand me? So he's one of the very influential Igbo men. So Ezibe told me that I was in the Sun newspaper then. Ezibe told me that I should come and interview him in Ikoyi. So he gave me an address where I should come. So when I got there, that's at the Barbing and Saloon. So there they do barbing, the barb hair, do both a pedicure and manicure. Okay, so at the end of the day, so why that when P2B, when they were barbing P2B was when I was interviewing Okezibe. I did not interview P2B because it was okay that called me. Okay. So at the end of the day, that's okay paid. Understand? P2B did not know how much okay paid. So as they got down, I was following them behind. When it was a 2-story building, when we get down, so P2B saw somebody and was greeting. So as they were going down, P2B asked, okay, how much did that service cost? Okay, told him it's 2,000 naira each. P2B said, it's fine. It's good. Understand me? So when we now got down, So Peter Obi saw somebody that he knew and was greeting him and went to OK and said, that's Mr. OK, what you told Peter Obi is not, you paid 12,000 naira and your tell Peter Obi is 2,000 naira. OK told me if he tell Peter Obi that is 12,000 naira, Peter Obi will say, let them give him back his hair that is expensive. That was 2016.
Okay.
So what Peter Obi is doing is who he is. So when they said that he doesn't give a shishi, understand me, he means it.
This is what he's saying. It's better to win together than to obtain victory alone. It makes sense and projects wisdom for Peter Obi to join the coalition. This is the best decision to take at this time. He can be the presidential flag bearer or stay as VP to Atiku. Whatever be the case, let the coalition hold true. This is the best way to stand strong against the incumbent APC government under President Bola Tinubu. Please, let wisdom prevail. Let ego or pride. Let's let go ego or pride. Nigeria shall be great again. Dr. Prince from Ojo Alaba sent that message. Let me look at this message again.
For me, the only way to defeat Tinubu in 2027 is through a coalition. Because people united can never be defeated.
Somebody saying that assertion of Muslim ticket is wrong. Obi's vote didn't come from Christians alone, but even from Muslims also.
That is true. That is true. It was his character that is sending him. It is his character that is sending him, and not whether it is a Muslim. No. People respect Peter Obi for who he is.
And then Chima is saying Obi should not be a vice president. He is not a spare tire material at all. That's what Chima is saying. APC is getting more stronger daily. Tinubu is working like, elephants building bridges across the Niger.
It is not true. APC is in serious crisis.
So opposition is busy fighting. Nobody should blame Tinubu. The margin next election will be too much. Okay, the margin in the next election will be too much.
Unless there's no coalition.
Mm-hmm. Please ask your guests why he thinks Obi should be vice to Atiku. Did you say that?
I didn't say that.
At all?
I didn't say that. But I, Peter Anosike, my philosophy is it is better to be a member of a winning team than the captain of a losing team. It is better to be a member of a winning team than a captain of a losing team. So that you must be a presidential candidate and you run. It's just like what Shawore is doing as we speak. You are presidential candidate, you're not even getting up to 200,000 votes. Understand me? So it's better to be a member of a winning team than the captain of a losing team. That is my philosophy.
Peter Anosike, I want to say thank you so much. It's time to go. Yeah, let's wrap up now. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Everyone, I'll be back here tomorrow. Okay? But then on social media, just go check me up. IKAMIJUDEH. That is Ikami Jude. DEH. All right? But my name is Jude. Ikami Jude. Okay? I love you all so much. Thank you. All of those who sent messages, those who called in, I appreciate you. All right? Do have a blessed day today. I'm out of here. Good morning to you.
Please note,